We're just going to go ahead and add the note all sides. Even though this isn't quite right. And we still have the fillet all rounds 0.3125 unless otherwise noted. Now, to make this right again, let's actually go back. This is slide number 2, I believe. I think we have slide 1 open. Yeah, so let's just go to open. We'll find slide 2 and open that one up. If we go back to the original extrusion, it's 0.625 is what we're looking for. And we're actually going to overwrite what this says here. So we're going to hide the dimension value and type in 0.625, which is normally a no-no, but to accurately recreate this, this is the information they would need to know, that each side is 0.625. Okay, looks good. These all make sense now, kind of. I think with the 0.625, we can assume how tall this would be. Since this is not a very good dimension, that it says the actual model value is 0.31998,412. I might just scrap that. Or we could go back here and cheat a little bit again. And it says that, you know, it never did say. We never told it how high up it goes. We just said what the overall height should have been. So let's just leave that the way it is. That seems right. Okay. So I'm liking the way this looks, except for making that shaded and adding in some important information here. Slide 2. Scale on this, I think we said is 3/4. Double check and make sure it really is. No, it's a 2:1 scale. Way off. So it's twice as big as it is in real life. And we don't have any kind of funny fillets or anything here. That should be good. Let's go on to our next sheet. And we'll put in the controller. The controller is actually really big for what it is. And I'd like to see more detail. Let's actually look at the top view. I think it's a better, more descriptive view. We are going to show a break view. We're going to break it. It's going to display like this. It's a long break is what we're doing. And I think this looks more professional than the other one. Ooh, I messed up a little bit. Let's try it one more time. We're going to go break. We're going to click here. And we click once to set down where the first break is, and the other time to set down where the other break is. And it kind of shortens everything up for you. And that way you can make this, you know what? After all that, I still put it on the wrong side. I'll put it between here and here, the longest break. I think that'll make more sense. Let's go break. Yes, we want to have this view. We want to put it from there all the way out to here somewhere. That looks good. And then we can make this whole thing, instead of 2:1, we can make it 3 or 4:1 and still be able to get away with it. Let's also do a projected view of this straight up. Alright, and the projected view as well, it shortens it, so that's kind of cool. we need the projected view to show the thickness, and this is not 0.06, this is 0.0625. So I'm going to show that out to 4 places after the decimal. Hi there, 4 places after. Anytime you have circles, you want to go annotate, add in a center mark. Dimension between these two, 2.25 looks good. Between the other two, 3.75 looks good. Should probably have a radius on here. Diameter for the circle. 0.18 doesn't seem right. It's 0.175. So that's 3. And we're going to add a typical dimension to that. And still would be nice. I'm going to place one more projected view to show what the whole thing looks like as an isometric view. I don't want to show the isometric with the break, which is what it's going to default to if we let it. So we're not going to use that. Instead, we're going to go back to base again. We're going to pick the controller again, and we're going to select ISO top right, which will show what this would look like if it was just an ISO top right view, which means we may have to shrink it down to a 1:1 scale. So it'll fit on the paper, make it shaded. And that all looks good. And now this little squiggly here is showing that this is for shortened. It's not the actual size. Not short. It's short. No, not for short. It's short. Controller. Scale on this overall we said is what? 3:1? And we still need to add at least one more. Looks like 2 more sheets. Base. We need to put in the rubber foot. This is huge for what it actually is. That's okay. I'll show it shaded. Overall height 0.06. It's actually 0.0625, so we need to go out to 4 places. The radius here 0.03. Nope, 0.03125. So go out to 5 after the decimal. Diameter 0.125, so 3 places after the decimal. And then because that looks like a circle, we want to add a center mark. That all looks pretty good. I feel like I could accurately recreate that. Note that it's a rubber foot. And what is the scale on this? This is huge. 25:1. It's 25 times the actual size. Okay. Last view is going to be of the handle. This is a little bit big, so we'll make it smaller, 2:1 scale. And actually, let's step back for a second here. We want to show that the whole thing is solid. No, I'm changing my mind. I liked it the way it was. We're gonna go back to it. There's the handle. Make it a 2:1 scale, which it already is. That looks good. Add an ISO view up here. It's really dark, so we can't see the detail. I think if we go back to the actual handle part, we change it from smooth black to gunmetal, it'll still show up as black, but we can see all the detail. So that's what I like to do. And that's why I ended up doing to the base as well, without you guys knowing. Okay, so there we can actually see the detail now. That's good. Let's go for a detail view again of something on here. Click once, click a second time, put that off to the side, and I'm going to go a little bit more than 4:1. Let's make that, I don't know, how's 10:1 look? Is that huge? Nah, that's manageable. .03125, so that's 4 after the decimal. 0.11. We'll just keep it at thousandths. It is a nice number. It could be a nice number, but it's way more precise than what anyone's going to measure to. So thousandths is nice. That'll work. You know what though? I do feel that we need a bottom view of this whole thing. Let's go back to projected. We'll show what the bottom of this looks like. It has a 1/4 inch diameter there. At the biggest point, it's 0.49. Actually goes a little bit larger, but 0.49 is accurate enough for now. And we can also see this little blip here, 0.33. Okay, like I said, if we keep it to the thousandths, that's not too bad. That's something that you could measure out to. This is hundredths right now, which is not as accurate. Let's go and make these thousandths. Okay, so we have the diameter, we have the heights, the thickness, we have the detail there. I think this is looking good. The size of the original one was 2:1. And let's also add a quick note over here. Change my mind again. Let's add the note as a leader text here. I'm going to say profile determined by designer. Alright, that is everything. Yeah, I think we're good. Only thing you might want to go back and do is to rename your sheets. So sheet 8 was the handle, sheet 7 was the rubber foot. Just kind of go back through each of these. And make it to where if you were just looking through, you would know what sheet was what.